saline. That's just a part of it. I wouldn't be funny or interesting or a real human being if I didn't have the saline. And I'm also a woman, you know, and the uterus gives me this responsibility. Carry the weight of the world. I carry the weight of the world. The world depends on me. And I wish that men possessed 1 iota of masculinity, but they're too busy staring at a screen to do anything. And for those of you that say, oh, but no, I go out and chop wood some days, okay? I do that. I don't spend all my time on the internet, damn it. Obviously, I'm not talking about you then. If you have self-awareness, then I'm not talking about you, you stupid fuck. Okay? I generalize, because that's what comedians do. And people are always gonna find me offensive, because we're a cluster A type. Most people don't even know what the fuck that is. The odd eccentric personality disorders. Oh, so much fun though. Way more fun than a psychiatrist will tell you. Mental illness, like, okay, we're not suffering. That's complete crap. It's complete crap. John Nash said the same thing. He was like, it gives you a way out of this world. Fuck yeah, John. I mean, seriously. What Western civilization calls mental illness is just a spiritual experience. Okay, no. Let's turn the wheel here. Hold on a second. I don't have a smartphone because I'm not a dipshit like you. Never got a smartphone. The reason I never got a smartphone is because I know that Western civilization is fucking trash, and all the people that put it up on a pedestal are just really ignorant. Now, I don't really fault them for this because they've been educated to believe all the stuff that they believe about it, and they've also been convenienced their entire life, so they don't really appreciate things like electricity or gasoline or, like, you know, anything like that. They don't appreciate it till it's gone. But this stuff has always been stuff that we think about. Okay? Like, a lot of the times we'll be driving Fiona, that's the name of my car, okay? We'll be driving Fiona and we'll be thinking, wow, that's so amazing that she's still alive, considering the fact that her owner is so crazy, okay? But it's just, automobiles are just so amazing if you just think about that. If you think about, like, how a car works and all that, it's just incredible. And, you know, and that's just like an object that we use, like a piece of technology that gets us from place to place. So it is very useful in that way. Now, I know that people say, well, that's like having a smartphone, Amy. Yeah, only having a car doesn't give me dopamine. Okay, so nice try, Sparky, but I hate to break it to you, but not everything is the same. Just because it's technology doesn't mean it's all the same, okay? Like, having a phone that's attached to the wall is not the same thing as having a phone that's attached to your hand, that's attached to your mind, that's attached to your position in hell, okay? Like, that's not the same. That's not the same. But anyway, I had a point. So, yeah, just the human body. You know, just the iris. The cochlea, you know, it's so incredible. The vertebrae, like, these things are just so amazing. So for people to be like, God's not real, I think those people are the dumbest people in the world. And not because they have an opinion I don't agree with, but because they're just so arrogantly ignorant. Like, they think they know everything. And, you know, it's just, there's so many amazing things about the world still. There's so many things about the human body. There's so many things about just trees and plants and the animal kingdom, and you know, it's so crazy. It's like you just choose to stare at a screen all the damn time and be told what to think and be told what's going on when that's not even what's going on. It's like I just am sickened. I'm sickened by our civilization and how predictable it is, and how, and you know, it's always been predictable because that's human nature. But it's just really depressing to think that I live in a society that is this lacking of any humility whatsoever, you know. And if I sound like I'm really arrogant, it's because like I've spent a lot of time contemplating these things, and you know, I face myself. It's like I put all my emotions on a very large table and I've analyzed them, and I've made pie graphs and I've made bar graphs and all kinds of stuff. I actually had a sadness graph. I need to find that shit because that was funny. I did that for a comedy set. It was a literal sadness graph, and it was all in different shades of blue. It was fucking brilliant. But anyway, it's just like those are the lengths that I go to understand myself, so I don't have to continue to manipulate other people with my emotions, you know? Because when you're a woman, you're just gonna do that because you're not gonna understand like why you're so emotional. And then you realize, oh, it's my hormones. Okay, well, if I keep that in check, you know, if I eat right, if I stay balanced, you know, eucalyptus oil, that helps a lot, lavender oil, that helps a lot, you know, essential oils are, there's a reason why they call them essential oils, okay? You know what isn't essential? A fucking jibby jab. A jibby jab is not essential. Pharmaceuticals are not essential. All these things that we think we need are not essential at all. And they don't even help us. That's what's so funny about our society. They're so arrogant, but they're fucking miserable. Like, everybody, they want to tell you what to do, even though, like, I'm the happiest motherfucker on the internet. There is nobody else on the internet as happy as me. It's just because I'm angry, or just because I'm sad, or because I cry, because I have emotion, because I'm a human. Oh my goodness, what is that? What is that? I don't know what a human is. All I know are these fucking automaton nut jobs that just want attention and clout and validation and dopamine. Dopamine. You're just a dope addict. That's all you are. You're a dope fiend, you fucking dope head. Alright? But yeah, anybody that's gone out of their way to work on themselves and pick themselves apart, they have the luxury of being able to pick everybody else apart. And you know what? I don't do it the way that everybody else is doing it. It's clearly not even worked on themselves, you know? Because you can tell, right? You can fucking tell who's done some work on themselves. You can tell who spent some good quality time in the forest asking themselves questions, okay? You can tell based off of a person's current behavior, you know? It's so obvious. So, you know, I tell people all the time, you know, read up on psychology, read up on mental illness, personality disorders, all that shit. Once you understand that, you'll be able to understand everything else. The world around you will make so much sense, and you won't trust anybody or anything, and you'll know everybody's full of shit, and it doesn't matter if the world ends because they don't deserve it anyway. And what kind of world is this? What kind of a world is this? Come the fuck on, children. Y'all are little children, and you're not even cool, you're not even funny, you're not even interesting, and you're definitely not innocent. You work for Satan, and you think that it's cool. You think that it's like, that's what's in. Working for Satan, you know. That's what we do to fit in. Hey, devil, do you need these files organized? I don't think he needs files. He's very smart. Don't forget that. Very smart. Because all he has to do is confuse people. It's really not that hard. You know, because people are inherently stupid.